Hello students, I am Sachin Prakash and I teach and mentor students in chemistry for IIT I believe that the real confidence which is required to crack this IIT exam will come only when you are confident in tackling good problems. And that clarity and understanding of concepts will only develop when you are really comfortable in handling these problems. So this video contains the paper discussion which I have conducted in my uh, classes online. Okay, and a lot of good doubts are there which I have discussed here. It will be helping you people in understanding, developing an understanding in how to approach and tackle good problems. Okay, and if you like this, if you found this paper discussion video to be useful and interesting, you can, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, which will surely, motivate me to add some more useful videos of this type. Okay, because ultimately it's, this is just an effort, honest effort, small honest effort from my side to help the student, uh, help my students as well as other students also in their ITJ preparation. So let us begin with this paper discussion. Okay.
Recording. So now we are live. Okay. So this is WTM 11, which is totally based on chemical bonding, full syllabus. So this is the paper in front of you. Okay. First 20 questions are single correct. Okay. And then you have numerical value questions from 71 to 75. So as usual, we start with the numerical value questions first, means from the end. Okay. So let us start with the last four questions, 72 to 75. Any doubts? 72 to 75. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Sir, in 74.
No one.
74, sir.
Sir, 74 should be only 4, no, sir.
Now see, it is saying which one of them will be violating the octet rule. Violating octet rule means either the number of electrons are more than it or less than it. Okay. So BCl3, PCl5, SF6, H2SO4. Okay. Except for SCl2, all will be violating the octet rule. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
If you have any doubt, I can explain any molecule which you want me to explain.
No needs.
No need.
CLF2, sir.
ClF2. Okay. Now you see, ClF2 means chlorine is having how many electrons? 7. So if it was ClF, then it would have been following the octet rule. But it is ClF2. Okay. How many electrons are around chlorine? It will be 2, 4, 5 to 7 to 9 electrons. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Although there is no such molecule like ClF2 to begin with. Are you getting a point? So this I am solving based on a hypothetical situation. It should have been ClF3 actually, but anyways. Okay. From technical point of view, this question is correct. Yeah.
Sir, H2SO4.
H2SO4. Okay. So I think every one of you are knowing the structure of H2SO4. How many electrons around sulfur? 4, 2, 4, 2. Total number of electrons is 12. It is a superoctet configuration.
Yeah.
Well, if sulfur is following octet rule, it should only have valency of 2. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
So only SCl2 will be the one which is following the octet rule. All others will be not following the octet rule. Okay. Apart from 74, 72, 73. No doubts?
No, sir.
That's good. Now, question number 71. The data is not given correct. It is going to be a delete question. Are you getting a point? You see, first of all, EHH should be 104.2 kilocalories per mole. Okay. And this chlorine should be 58 kilocalories per mole. And ESCl, they have given the magnitude correct, but the units are wrong. ESCl is actually 432 kilojoule per mole, but if you convert it into kilocalorie, it will be 103.2 kilocalories per mole. Are you getting a point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So all the calculations will be based on whatever data is given here. Now, I wanted to emphasize one thing. You see, Pauli's electronegativity formula, basically delta calculation is there, which is EAB minus, arithmetic mean of AA plus BB. Okay. Now, instead of arithmetic mean, some places geometric means are also used because it is an empirical formula. Are you getting my point? So, but generally in most of the cases we use arithmetic mean only. Okay, so both will be giving similar type of answers. Okay, there will be slight difference, but you see, delta AB will be EAB minus, either EA plus EBB by 2 or square root of EAA into EBB. Okay, and you see, delta X means the electronegativity difference. It will depend on what units you are using. If your units are kilojoule per mole, it will be 0.102 square root of delta AB. And which your unit is kilocalorie per mole, it is 0.208 under root square root of delta AB. Are you getting a point?
Yes.
Yes. Now I have used the first formula, means the arithmetic mean, because I think I have given you this formula only. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but in the answer they have used the geometric mean. But since our data is wrong, so their answers are also wrong only. If you use geometric mean, you will get answer close to 3.03. Okay, but since the data is wrong, this question is going for delete. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Now, from general point of view, what I am trying to say is that this question is not at all important from IIT-JEE point of view. Are you getting a point?
Yes.
Because it is the empirical formula, IIT will never ask it in a JEE advanced paper. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you don't need to worry too much about this question. Okay, because if you put such questions in numerical value, obviously depending on what formula you are using, you will get different values as answer. Okay, so technically it should not be asked in the numerical value type question. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
once again, could you explain? I only have joined the meet.
Okay, you see, delta AB is basically ionic resonance energy. Okay, it basically tells you that how much is the ionic form more stable than the covalent form. Okay, so the observed E energy of EAB represents the observed bond energy, and the theoretical bond energy is given as the arithmetic mean of AA and BB. Okay. So sometimes we take arithmetic mean, sometimes we take geometric mean. Okay, both formulas are there, and both are given by Pauling only. Are you getting my point? So I have given you the arithmetic mean wala formula. Okay, but in some places in the books you will find the geometric mean formula also. Both are equally correct. Both will be giving values similar. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Now, second important thing is that delta X AB will be 0.102 under root of delta AB. And this formula will be using when delta is in kilojoule per mole. Okay. And if the delta is in kilocalories per mole, this formula is used, 0.208 under root of delta AB. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Other things, the data is given here, you can solve it. The data is given wrong in the question, so this question is going for delete. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let us move forward. 68, 69, 70.
Sir, 70 should be option 3.
20.
70 should
Option
be
C.
option 3. Yeah. So this is going to be a key change. Okay.
sir.
I have marked the square here. Okay. This means it's a key change. Question
Sir,
number 69.
sir,
Yeah. Yeah.
did we discuss 72, 73, 74, 75?
Yeah. See, I am going to post this discussion on YouTube. You can see it there. Okay.
What is 75th answer?
75th answer will be 8.
Yes, sir.
They have
There are-
asked lone
there-
pairs of electrons means we should take 16, no sir?
No, it is
Yes,
asking
sir.
lone pairs.
Lone pairs of electrons.
Yeah.
Number of lone pairs of electrons means 16. If they ask number of lone pairs only, we should take 8, no sir?
You see, lone pairs are meaning that they are asking how many pairs are there. Okay. Lone pairs of electrons means they are, basically asking how many pairs of electrons you are having.
So why can't we think that they're asking like electrons?
Because it is a molecule, lone pair cannot mean anything else.
No sir, why can't we think that they're asking number of electrons?
Then
Their
they
answer
will ask
is
lone
16.
pair, no?
Lone pair of electrons, how many they have asked?
No, see, if they will be asking non-bonding electrons, then the answer will be 16. If they have mentioned the word lone pair, then you have to count the number of lone pairs only. Okay. There we cannot go by the grammatical reasons. Okay. So this is done. See, wherever there is a possibility, I will raise an objection. Here I can't. I don't think that it will stand. Question number 69. A, there is a misprint. It should be a sigma bond, not an alpha bond. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Now, I have given all possible options corresponding to A, B, C, and D. So A will be Q, U, B is P, Q, U, C is R, S, T, and D is P, Q. If you have any doubts in any of the 4 options, we can discuss.
Sir, in 70th question, why not option 2?
Huh?
Mark Q. Say AQ, sir.
Yeah. AQ. Sigma bond is formed by sharing of electrons only, no? It's a covalent bond.
70.
Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, with sigma, for both sigma as well as pi, it was sharing of electron only. When in 71 type questions without doing procedure, can we take answer in general? See, procedure, you have to follow the process only. You cannot write a general answer. Everyone knows that the chlorine value is something between 3.1 to 3.0. But still, you have to calculate it. Okay?
Sir,
Yeah.
when chlorine undergoes bonding, why its electronegativity is changing?
It depends on with whom it is undergoing bonding. You see, suppose chlorine is, you are having HCl. Okay, now a free chlorine atom will have some electronegativity. But in a HCl, what will happen is that there will be some slightly delta negative and delta positive charge. Now Cl and Cl minus, which is more electronegative? Cl?
CF.
Okay, it's like you see, you are hungry and after one chapati, your hunger. Will it be same? It won't be same? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So electronegativity, but generally when we talk about electronegativity, we consider the free state only. So
Yes, sir.
69 is not an issue?
No, sir.
68,
No, sir.
No, sir.
65, 66, 67.
55, sir.
Yeah.
65, sir.
Okay, 66
66.
and 67 are okay?
Sir, 67.
Yeah, 67, what is the doubt? If you write the configuration, you will get the answer. You want me to write the configurations? I think we discussed it yesterday only.
Yes, sir.
all will follow the lighter atoms configuration. Are you getting my point?
ఓకే మీకు కూడా బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ ఎఫెక్ట్స్ ఉంటాయా?
Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Now, 66 is not a doubt.
the 66 option 2 can be no, sir. 160.
In O2 plus, the OO bond and order increases. It is asking the wrong option.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay, that is a common thing. Okay.
Sir, can you
65.
explain option 1 in 66th question?
N2 plus NN bond weakens. Now you see, if you're writing the configuration of N2, okay, let me write it out, okay, so that you people have a clarity. It will be sigma 1s N2. N2 is having how many electrons? 14 electrons. Sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2. Okay, after this, what will come?
5 2 peaks.
This will be 2 2, and then are you getting my point? Now you see, you are removing the last electron from a bonding orbital. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So the bond order will decrease.
Yes, sir.
So bond strength, energy will decrease. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So I think I have answered the question.
Sir? Sir?
Yes, yes.
Sir, 68th question, O2 plus will have only one unpaired electron, right? And O2 will have two unpaired electrons, right?
Yes.
So paramagnetism is less than O2, no, sir, for O2 plus.
So it is asking whether it is magnetic character is diamagnetic or paramagnetic. It's
Sir,
not
is it-
asking more or
Oh.
less.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought it was saying paramagnetism also.
No, see,
Never mind, sir.
if they were asking the how much of paramagnetic character, they wouldn't have only given paramagnetic or diamagnetic. They would have given the bond moment value, magnetic moment value. Are you getting
Yeah,
my point?
okay, sir. Like I thought the greater symbol and all
Yeah,
the symbols are
that
for
I
both
can
of them.
understand.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. So I think in other batches they have raised this question that, but then the idea is that, if they want you to consider the value, they won't give subjective option. They will give objective option.
Yeah, okay, sir.
There's a lot of background noise for some of you talking to your mothers. Okay. So 65 is the wrong, the answer option which is given is wrong. 65, the answer should be option number 1.
They have given one.
They gave option one only. Sir.
They have given one only. Okay. This means I have copied it wrong. That's so 65. Okay, that is 1. Okay. Then 65 is not a correction. Yeah. Yeah, tell me.
It should be 3, no, sir.
Why it should
Like
be?
when considering bond order and doing.
See, what is the average bond order in CO2? It is 2 only, no?
2.
If you are writing one of the structures like this, in other structure you can write it like this also, no? So average number of bonds is 2 only. Getting a point?
Can't we do with molecular orbitals?
Even if you do with molecular orbital theory, the answer will be same. Although the molecular orbital theory of CO2 is totally out of the syllabus. Are you getting a point? We have to only confine ourselves
Okay.
to diatomic molecules. Okay. So someday,
Okay.
when you have qualified for ITG, we'll sit on,
Sir?
some coffee shop and we will discuss molecular orbital theory of CO2. Okay. This I always say for
Okay.
the impossible question. Okay.
Sir, can you also explain the other two options? I mean, CO and for CO3.
Yeah, you see, for the CO, there is a triple bond. I think if you use a molecular, you can use a molecular orbital theory for CO because it's a diatomic molecule. And we have calculated the bond order to be 3. Yes? So bond order here is 3, here it is 2 only. And in CO3 2 minus, I think it is 1.33, which we have discussed in resonance. Yes?
That's the standard value, right?
Huh?
That's the standard value, right, sir? 1.33.
That we have calculated now. A pi bond
Oh,
is
yeah, okay, sir.
located between 3 atoms.
Yeah, okay, sir.
So 1 plus 1 by 3. There is
Yeah,
nothing to remember here. So,
Yeah, I remember.
so the bond length will be inversely proportional to the bond order values. I have given for your reference, I have given the values also so that there is no confusion. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
That's very good. So 63 and 64 are not a doubt?
No, sir.
Sir, 64, sir.
Yeah. In
Yes, sir, 64.
Okay. Now in 64, you have to do it based on the bond order calculations only. Okay. So only point of contest is ozone. So you see ozone will be having one structure like this and another structure like this. So if I'm drawing the bond resonance hybrid, there will be plus charge here, there will be minus half here. I think I have given you how to draw the, no, ozone I have not given, I think. But I think you people are smart enough, you can do it yourself. So what is the bond order? 1 pi bond is delocalized over how many atoms? 2.
1.1 plus 1.
So bond order is 1.5 in this case. In case of O2, 2 minus. Bond order is how much? It's 1.
1.
And in
Yes,
case
only for O2, no, sir.
of O2, it's 2. Yeah, what are you saying?
Okay, nothing, sir.
Okay, so I think now you are getting this.
Sir, H2O2.
H2O2 is basically O2 2 minus. Peroxide ion.
Okay, sir.
Okay, if we are talking bond order, the values will be O2 greater than O2, O3 greater than O2 2 minus. So bond length will be reverse. Okay.
Yes.
So up to 63 there is no doubt.
No, sir.
Yeah. So 59 to 62. I think 59 and should not be a doubt now.
So 61 is option 1.
61 option 1. See, it is asking increasing covalent character. And you are having the same, so covalent character will be depending on charge density.
Sir, understood, sir, what it is.
Huh?
It's my mistake right now.
Okay. You are getting, no? See, it's okay to make mistakes. Okay, no one is punishing you. If you realize that mistake and you note it down someplace and you revise it before the next exam, you won't make it again. This whole test, you see, you people will be at least giving how many tests? See, there are like 40 tests, throughout a syllabus. So 40 tests, advanced and 40 tests means 80 tests. Plus, there will be at least 50 grand tests. So 120, 130 tests you are going to give. So, and you people will be happy with the marks, sometimes you'll be sad. But you see, in all those 130 tests, the whole purpose is to analyze what mistakes you made. If you have the list of all the mistakes which you made in these 130 tests, I don't think you will make any mistake in the final exam if you can revise all those mistakes. But that requires a bit of, diligence. Are you getting our point? Yes or no? So perfection requires an incremental, what you say, improvement, and that comes test by test. Okay. So
Sir,
yes.
Sir,
the option 2. Once draw the structure of 5-star PD.
5-star antibonding, right?
Yes. 5-star
Okay.
DP.
sir,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes.
So for like pi bonding or pi antibonding or sigma antibonding, like we can get zeroed and unzeroed both now, so like different cases.
Yesterday only now we discussed.
Yes, sir. When
If
we
you have
take
plus
like
and you have
SS
minus,
overlap, it's going to.
if you have plus and minus, it will be antibonding only. No. If it is plus plus,
Yes, sir.
then it will be bonding. Those are the two cases only. No.
Sir, for option 2
Sir,
also,
like SS, if we take SS overlap, we get sigma antibonding as unzeroed. When we take 2s2p, we get sigma star sp as zeroed. Like we are getting two now, sir. Like how can we generalize?
yes, sir, for option 2 also,
1 minute.
5-star DP, if we try, we are getting unzeroed.
For all the three, it will be like that only, no, sir.
Sigma. 1 minute. 1 minute. First, pi bonding, you are clear? Zeroed, unzeroed?
Yes, sir.
You are having
I mean,
only
not like that. So I'm able to calculate what is figure out what is zeroed and unzeroed. But for different orbitals, we get different. No, so for SS1, for 2s, 2p1, like that. How
no,
can we
see,
generalize?
S and SP. Only two cases are there. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Whether it is 2S, 2P, 3S, 3P, all will be having similar type of. It is geometry based.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you are talking about S antibonding, it will be something like this. So if you are drawing,
Unzeroed.
it will be this is a plus and this is a minus. So it will be unzeroed. Yeah. If you are talking about this, okay, then
Jared.
the antibonding orbital will be zeroed. Okay.
For all the three options, we get different, like zeroed or unzeroed. So go to
Huh? No, for pi,
Now,
Sir, for sigma 2p we get zeroed.
again for sigma 2p, 2p will be getting zeroed. Let me check. Plus minus. See, this is 2s and 2p. In this case, if you are going like this, then actually this one let me check once. Okay,
okay.
because the center which they are assuming, okay, if they are assuming this, then it won't come like that. Okay, let me just check it once and then I will come back to you. Okay.
yes, sir.
So
Okay,
2p
sir.
also and 2s 2p also I will check once. Okay. Apart from
Yes, sir.
okay, 59 is done. Remind me, in next class. Okay. 58.
No doubt, sir.
So now 59 option is 1 only, sir.
Yeah, 1 is definitely correct.
Remaining 2 also might be the correct answers, like in some possible cases.
Yes, sir.
Let me look once. Okay. Now, pi antibonding or unjared
Pi
pi
star DP.
antibonding will be jared. That is so
Sir, pi star DP.
pi star.
DP.
Okay. Pi star DP. No.
Is
1
unjared.
minute. It is unjared. 1
Yes.
minute.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is my fault that I have told you people too much. Okay, you are taking like this, no? I think, okay, let me just look at once that if you are talking about pi star. Okay, plus minus. Okay, so this plus. Okay, and then we are having something like this, plus and minus.
Unjuried.
It's Jared only. I think most probably we have to look with respect to the nodal plane center of symmetry. Are you getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes,
But
sir.
we have
It
seen
will,
it.
yeah, that you have to change. Okay. Most probably it is with respect to this only. Are you getting my point? Make the
Yes, sir.
necessary changes wherever there is in your notes. Okay.
Now the
Because,
answer will one only, sir.
yeah, then it will be one only. If you use this only, then you will get all the forms to be correct. Because you see, there are multiple centers here. Which center we have to choose will depend on the nodal plane. Are you getting a point?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So this, we have to choose this one on, because these two are not taking part, no. So Jared, we have to, so if you're doing like this, you'll be getting Jared. Similarly here also, if you, I think, are you getting this?
Jared.
You'll be getting Jared. Okay.
Yes,
Minus.
sir.
Minus and plus unjuried.
It should be unjared, 2p, 2p.
Unjuried.
Okay, sigma antibonding, it has to be unjared. Are you getting a point?
So like we should consider between the ones participating in the
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay.
While drawing in the class, we consider everything.
You have to draw it, you see, you have to take the axis of symmetry.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay, that is the thing. Okay, just make the necessary corrections in the notes. Okay.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So now I think this issue is clear. 59.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us move forward. 56 and 57. Have I marked the options wrong, or the answer is given wrong? 56 they have given answers, but the answer
Sir,
is
57, 3 no, sir.
yeah, 57
Yes,
the
sir.
answer is with 3. They have given 2. So these two will be going for correction. Okay. After this,
Sir,
51,
56 should be 2 no, sir.
how it will be 2? These two, so you don't have any confusion.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, sir. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. Yeah, it's okay.
I marked A, but I mistakenly said B.
Okay. So 51 to 55, any doubts? See, it's a discussion. You are supposed to put your point. Whether you are right or wrong, that is not, doesn't matter. You have to put your point. Okay. Then only it will be a discussion. 51 to 55.
52, sir.
52. Okay, 55. Which one is not a correct structure? It is a octet rule is not satisfied here.
Yes, sir.
And plus, it's not about octet rule, it's that oxygen is becoming superoctet here. So octet rule can be violated in terms of, negative way. You can have an electron deficient molecule, but oxygen cannot become superoctet. That is not possible.
Say what? They have given 3 only in the answer, because I remember I put this only, but I got wrong.
Yeah, which is not correct. No, so answer is 3 only. They have given 3 only as the answer.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 56, 57 is done, 55 is done, 51 to 54.
52.
52. Okay, you see, they have, there is no sure short way of calculating it, but I guess they have based it on that thing, that for sp3 hybridized orbital, percentage as character is 25% and bond angle is 109.5 degrees. So for 105 degrees, it should be something between 22 to 23 degrees percent. Okay, now this is something which is a useless mathematical thing. There is no such thing in chemistry like that. Okay, but they are using it based on a linear interpolation thing. Are you getting a point? that the bond angle
So
is
we can
having.
think like H2O will be 104.5 and just do it, no?
Okay. Yeah. See, H2 will be 104.5, but still you cannot calculate the S character, no?
SP3
I
was
mean, we
nearer to
can know the hybridization and near the answer is 22 to 23%. Like, can we keep like that, sir?
See, technically speaking, okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
we can consider percentage scatter is directly proportional to bond angle. So as bond angle decreases,
Sir,
like
there is a formula
That is what I'm
of
saying. That I know that the bond angle decreases, percentage S character will be actually increasing, right? If bond angle is decreasing, the percentage S character will be decreasing only. If
Yes.
bond angle increases, percentage S character will increase.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now the idea is that here they are considering a linear variation. Okay. My point is that if you don't know the formula, you cannot assume it to be linear in all cases. Getting a point? So although the answer will come if you assume it to be linear, but that is not how things work in chemistry. Are you getting a point?
yes.
But yeah, you can say that the lone pair will be in orbiters of higher S character, and hydrogen will be in orbiters with lower S character than sp3. So here the S character will be greater than 25%, here it will be less than 25%. Okay. So based on this, option 1 cannot be correct. But between 2, 3 and 4, 3 will be correct because it is the most closest option. Are you getting a point?
Sure.
Yeah.
So in solutions, they had made some calculations. They got 21.44.
Okay, let me check the solutions. Normally I don't see the solution, but let us see. See, they have given it based on the thing that from sp2 to sp, the change of angle is 10.5 degrees. Okay, and change in the S character is how much? 8.3%. Okay, so based on that, they have calculated that the change will be like 21.44. But then my point is, then why only take sp2? Take sp?
The change may not be uniform.
Yeah, that is the thing. No, you cannot assume a linear change. That is my point. Are you getting a point?
Yes.
Okay, so that is why. But then this is a question which has been deliberately made. So, you know, such things won't be asked in ITJ. This is a totally nonsense question. Are you getting a point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 51?
No, sir. So 54.
54? 4. Yeah, so you have to just calculate the bond orders. Bond energy will be directly proportional to bond order. So NO will have a bond order of 2.5. NO plus will be 3 and NO minus will be 2.
Yes, sir.
You want me to draw this bond, this configuration of NO?
No, sir, not required.
Yesterday only we have discussed. So I think I gave you this question as a homework also.
Yes, sir.
If
Yes,
you
sir.
would have tried, I think there's nothing left in molecular orbital theory to be discussed, I guess. And
Sir?
it takes
Yes.
2.5 hours, but it's done. Yeah.
Sir, in 55th question, the fourth option, even the last option is having only 7 electrons, no, sir?
Where?
The fourth option, the rightmost oxygen has only 7 electrons, right?
Actually, they're missing a lone pair here.
So, yes, sir, so even that is wrong.
Yeah. So even that is wrong. You are very clever. I give you the credit. Okay, so you see these questions.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that I give you the credit. I am saying. Okay. See, there are some things which look too obvious for me. Okay. So based on that, this is a wrong one that is too obvious. of this case, actually the teacher wouldn't have given it wrong, but these things are typo errors. Okay. So
Yes, sir. I put that option. That's why I was saying.
Since I am a teacher, I have full sympathy with the person who has said this paper. So, but anyways, yeah, we can claim it for the correction. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So as such, today's Teachers Day, so I was thinking that let us leave this one question for them. Okay, so with this, we are ending today's paper discussion. If you have any doubts, we can discuss. I think some people came late. So again, last 5 questions, I think they've missed. So 72 to 75, you want me to discuss anything? Now is your chance.
No, sir.
95th one, when should we consider electrons?
No, you see, whenever the word lone pair is mentioned, just consider lone pairs. Okay. That is the meaning of the question. Sometimes, yeah, if they have not mentioned the electrons also, no, then the question would be more better. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir. I can't think.
Since they have mentioned it, it might have created some doubt in your mind.
Yes,
But from here onwards, you just take the most simplistic interpretation of the question. Are you getting my point?
yes.
See, most of the time when we are given a paper to frame, okay, generally we go for chemistry. Sometimes the language becomes an issue, but then the time is so less for proofreading that sometimes, these things are overlooked. But generally we take care of these things. Okay. Anyways, if there is any chemistry doubt, we can discuss. Okay. Otherwise, we can finish. Yes, tell me.
So 53rd question, we just have to write all the bond orders, sir. Or is there any other method? I mean, the molecular.
Yeah, you have to write the bond order. There is no other method. Because they are asking bond order, so you have to calculate the bond order.
I mean, like, is there any other method instead of writing all the?
No, actually the thing is, that you see different energy orders are followed in first 2 you'll be having the heavier molecule energy order. In the last 2 you'll be having the
both together.
Lighter and heavier atom combination.
Yes, sir. Yeah, okay.
That is why there is no other way except for, see, if there was another way, I would have discussed it. Okay.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Yeah. So it's like that. So I guess this paper is not that tough.
Yes, sir.
And I think the paper which I gave you was a good practice for these type of papers. In fact, it was having some questions from hydrogen bonding also, which I don't think there is any question from hydrogen bonding in this paper.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but I don't think they will overlook that part. I think they have not asked a single question in intermolecular forces, right? Okay,
Yes.
let me just.
Yes, sir.
Mostly